Hi, this is GP here, and this is my second video of the series Jaye to Jaye Kahaan, which looks at helping students identify which institute they should be joining if they have got multiple options. Okay. In the previous video, I had given the logic of choice of institutes in detail. Let me briefly do a recap. First thing, I have classified institutes as cluster 1 in 6 clusters from cluster 1 to 6. Cluster 1 has the best institute, cluster 2 lesser than that, and so on and so forth. So in general, cluster 1 institute to be preferred over 2, cluster 2 to be preferred over cluster 3, and so on and so forth. Second, each cluster is further broken up into subclusters A, B, and C. So cluster 1A above cluster 1B, cluster 1B above 1C, and so on and so forth. Okay. So in general, 1 preferred to 2, preferred to 3, and so on and so forth, and A preferred to B, preferred to C. What happens if I have got 3 options in cluster 1B? Your choice. You decide based on your personal preferences. It could be fees, it could be the specialization, it could be a location, it could be anything which you are comfortable with. So that's a broad categorization that we have done of about 120 programs. Okay. What are the criteria I have used? I have broadly used 2 criteria. One is called placements, because placements to my mind encompasses everything. If an institute is good, companies will flock to the institute, pick up institutes, pay not only high salaries, more importantly give very good work. The job profile will be excellent, and hence obviously the salary will be good. Okay. The second is a term which I don't like at all, ROI. I think ROI has to be looked at over a longer period. Most of the students look at ROI from a 1-year perspective. If I'm paying a fees of 15 lakhs, do I get at least a 15 lakh salary? To me, that's a stupid way of looking at things. You are looking at a long-term benefit for yourself. You have a career which is going to be about 30 years or so. Okay. And hence trying to understand whether 1 year is sufficient or not is, to my mind, does not make sense. You need to look at this very, very clearly. Am I able to change the trajectory of my career by doing an MBA from this institute? If the answer is yes, then it's a worthwhile going. It's an institute which is worth going to. If the answer is no, then obviously you should not be even considering that particular institute. Okay. So in the previous video we did cluster 1 institute. Let's look at cluster 2 institutes now. Now this is where you will find a few surprises. I know many people will avoid IIM Lucknow, ABM, and IFT Calcutta. I know many people avoid them. But to me, these are very good options. These are 2 institutes which people ignore because of the name agri-business management. Please understand, agriculture is one of the biggest sectors of our economy. The biggest population is of our country, the biggest segment of our population is engaged in agriculture. But that is not the reason why I'm saying this is something you should be pressing. As far as IIM Lucknow is concerned, IIM Lucknow does not differentiate between PGP and ABM. They consider both of them the same, and all the opportunities which are available to PGP students are available to ABM students. And that is the case with IIFT also. Okay. IIFT Delhi and Kolkata, not only they have common faculty, but the placement process is combined. No wonder the 2 institutes has really shot up Calcutta has come up very fast, and ABM also is an excellent opportunity. Is there, and if you look at ABM, the overlap between ABM and PGP and IIM Lucknow is almost 80%. Yeah, there is 20-25% stuff which is going to be agriculture specific, which is why it is called ABM. But purely from opportunities point of view, the students after ABM who get into finance, consulting, those opportunities are available. So if you have a choice between ABM and some of the lower IIMs, let's say Ranchi, Raipur, etc., I would say ABM is something you should be actively looking at. Okay. Similarly, when you look at these 2 institutes, SJ SOM and NITI. NITI is excellent for operation system analytics. Okay. NITI is essentially an industrial engineering institute. Engineering, it used to provide MTech, it still does, and they added an MBA program to it. Okay. SJ SOM, IIT Bombay, everyone knows about it. I don't have to talk much about it. But end of the day, both these institutes are excellent when it comes to these areas. In SJ SOM, you also have a reasonable opportunity of getting opportunities into marketing, finance, consulting, etc. As far as NITI is concerned, it is an out and out operations systems analytics. Okay. So if you are very clear that that is what you want, then NITI should be a preference over others. Okay. IIM Shillong, general MBA program. So while we are looking at Lucknow, ABM has all said and done, it's an ABM program with 20-25% of the program being focused on that part. IIT Calcutta is international business. IIM Shillong is a general MBA program. And as I said last time also, location is terrific. If you are someone who likes to explore new places and have good education, if you are there in Shillong, I am sure you'll use, someone like me would have used this opportunity of 2 years in Shillong to cover the entire Northeast. Okay? All 5 of them excellent options. As I said, interested in analytics operations, and operations consulting is what you are looking at nitty. Want to keep the options of operations, along with that keep the options of let's say marketing, finance, etc. SJ Som. Great location with excellent education, Shillong. Same opportunities at IIM Lucknow with a hint of let's say agri opportunities, Lucknow. IIT Calcutta, international business, all opportunities of trading and etc. from Delhi will be available to you. So this is my cluster 2A. Next, cluster 2B, Ahmedabad, FABN. What's the difference between Ahmedabad, FABN and Lucknow ABM? Structurally, both the programs are very similar. The difference why Ahmedabad FABM is in cluster 2B, not in 2A, is because the institute does not give all the opportunities to FABM students. Lucknow does not differentiate between ABM and PGP students. Ahmedabad does. There are specific companies, there are specific profiles, there are specific roles for which they are allowed placements. The other companies, they are not allowed, they are not given the opportunity. And which is why Ahmedabad FABM goes down the list of, in my list. Okay? IIT Delhi, I would say a value for money institute. But again, it is analytics, it is operations, it is systems. These are the things which you are looking for. Then IIT Delhi with a terrific, let's say very low fees, becomes a very good opportunity for you. Okay? Great placements, very good opportunities in these areas, low fees and good salaries. So that is where it comes out. MDI Gurgaon, but MDI Gurgaon was in cluster 1. So what is MDI Gurgaon doing here? It is for these 2 programs. The reason IB comes in cluster 2B and not in cluster 1C is because IB is fairly expensive. Okay? And most of us Indians, we are used to the institute helping us do many things. For example, summer internship. The institute takes care of our internship. If you do an IB program, you will be spending about a year in a campus in Europe, and there you will have to find your internship opportunity yourself. Okay? You will come back for the final placement, which means if you are not able to fix a placement in Europe, then you will have to go through the placements along with the rest of the MDI Janta in Gurgaon. Okay? So what pulls MDI Gurgaon down is essentially the cost factor. Okay? MDI Gurgaon IB, not MDI Gurgaon, MDI Gurgaon IB. Similarly, PGP HRM, I had said earlier also, I would always prefer general program over specialized program. Okay? And which is why MDI PGP is preferable to HRM. MDI is known more for PGP, though HRM placements are also very good. But again, what are the issues here? Specific specialization. IB is cost issue. HRM is specialization. FABM again is specialization. So now if you have these 3 options based on your specific preferences, you will have to pick up one institute. Cluster 2C. The new IIMs come here along with Ranchi, Trichy, Udaipur. Ranchi, the HR program has actually come up very well, and one of the huge advantage of Ranchi was that there was the support that Calcutta provided to it in the initial years. Remember, IIM Calcutta was the mentor for IIM Ranchi. It helped start and it pushed placements. The companies which used to come to Calcutta, they were pushed to pick up students from Ranchi as well. So Ranchi came up very fast because of this reason and it has maintained that lead. However, in the last 3-4 years, both Trichy and Udaipur have also come up very fast. And while Trichy seems to be creating a niche for itself in the area of finance, Udaipur is creating a niche for itself in the area of marketing. Okay. So very good opportunities, all 3 of them. Okay. NITI has a program called PGD ISCM. You know, IIM Lucknow has a program, Sustainable Management, something similar, no, not exactly the same, but yes. Again, the issue is it is narrowly focused, will not provide you all the opportunities which PGD IIM will provide, and hence it comes down. But again, If you are looking at that specific area, within that area it will give you very, very good opportunities. SIBM and NMIMS Pune, I'm sure all of you know about these two institutes, very good institutes. And at par, when you're looking at NMIMS per se, while it has campuses in 7 cities, it is NMIMS Mumbai which is important. And here I'm talking only about NMIMS Mumbai, not the other campuses at all. So NMIMS Mumbai, excellent, especially for finance. The location plays a significantly important role. Even marketing is good. But this is where you will look at if you think location is important. What is the negative of NMIMS Mumbai? No campus, no hostel. You take a PG, cost is very high. So these are the factors which go against it. SIBM Pune, on the contrary, has a smaller batch size. NMIMS will have a batch size of 500 plus. Smaller batch size, but please don't forget, in addition to SIBM Pune, there will be SIMHRD also, there will be SIIB also. So from a batch perspective, I'm not too worried. It is better known for marketing and HR as compared to other areas. So if you say I want to get into finance and I have to choose between NMIMS and SIBM, I'll most probably talk about NMIMS. If you say it is marketing and HR, I will talk about SIBM Pune. So again, here the issue is many people prefer the top 3, which when I say top 3, locationally speaking, which are put on the top, Ranchi, Trichy and Udaipur, purely because of the name IIM. IIM is a fairly strong brand name and it tends to pull people, and which is why you will find the older established institutes have not gone down, but the newer IIMs are slowly overtaking all of them. Okay, so this is my cluster 2C, and as a summary, this is your cluster 2, 2A, 2B, and 2C. Okay, so this is where we are. I hope this gives you clarity as to which institutes to go for among these, and the next video will be on the cluster 3 institutes.